What if I told you there's a country so impossibly long it could stretch from Norway to the Sahara Desert, yet so unbelievably narrow you could drive across it in just 2 hours? Or that the driest place on Earth, where rain hasn't fallen for centuries, exists in the very same nation that supplies nearly 30% of the world's copper? From the highest active volcano on the planet to the oldest mummies ever discovered, predating Egypt by thousands of years, this is a land of extremes that shouldn't exist. Welcome to Chile, a razor-thin ribbon of land trapped between the towering Andes and the endless Pacific, defying every geographic rule ever written. Chile is a true geographic anomaly, stretching over 4,270 kilometers from the tropics to the subantarctic. It holds the title of the longest north-south country relative to its width. To grasp this scale, imagine lifting Chile and placing it over Europe. It would run from the northern tip of Norway all the way down to the Sahara Desert in Africa. And yet, despite this staggering length, it remains shockingly narrow, averaging just 177 kilometers across. This extreme shape is no accident. It's forced into existence by two colossal barriers: the Andes Mountains to the east and the Pacific Ocean to the west. Together, they compress Chile into a thin strip, creating a dramatic climatic mosaic where you can travel from the driest desert on Earth to icy glaciers without ever crossing a border. In Chile, you could literally ski in the mountains and surf in the ocean on the same day. Nowhere is this contrast more surreal than in the Atacama Desert. This isn't just dry, it's the driest non-polar place on Earth. Some regions haven't seen a single drop of rain in over 400 years. The reason? A brutal double rain shadow. The Andes block moisture from the east, while the cold Humboldt current suppresses cloud formation from the west. The result is a landscape so alien, filled with salt flats and lifeless terrain, that NASA uses it to test Mars rovers. Yet above this barren ground lies one of the clearest skies on Earth, home to powerful observatories like ALMA. Here, the desert doesn't just isolate you from life, it opens a window to the universe. Rising above this extreme land is Ojos del Salado, standing at 6,893 meters. It's not just the highest active volcano on Earth, it's also the second highest peak in South America. But hidden near its summit lies something even more astonishing: a permanent crater lake at 6,480 meters, the highest lake of any kind on the planet. Fire and water existing together at the edge of the sky. Chile's violent geology doesn't stop there. Sitting directly on the Pacific Ring of Fire, it's one of the most seismically active places on Earth. As the Nazca Plate dives beneath the South American plate, it fuels around 2,000 volcanoes, nearly 10% of the global total. Hundreds remain active, and dozens have erupted in the last century. Some, like Virica and Osorno, are so perfectly cone-shaped and volatile that they seem almost unreal, glowing with lava and drawing visitors from around the world. But this power comes at a cost. On May 22, 1960, Chile experienced the most powerful earthquake ever recorded, a staggering magnitude 9.5. The earth cracked for over 1,000 kilometers. Entire coastlines sank. And the resulting tsunami didn't just devastate Chile. It crossed the Pacific, killing people in Japan, Hawaii, and the Philippines. It was a reminder that Chile doesn't just sit on unstable ground. It lives with it. And yet, Chile adapts. That same harsh desert that kills rain also preserves history. Long before the pyramids of Egypt, the Chinchorro people were mummifying their dead along Chile's northern coast over 7,000 years ago. Unlike Egyptians, they preserved everyone, from infants to elders. The desert's dryness kept these mummies intact for millennia, making them the oldest ever discovered. Far offshore, isolation tells another story. On a remote island in the Juan Fernandez archipelago, a stranded sailor survived alone for over 4 years. His name was Alexander Selkirk, and his ordeal inspired Robinson Crusoe. Today, that island bears the name of fiction, blurring the line between geography and legend. Even something as simple as the potato ties back to Chile. While many associate it with Peru, over 90% of modern potato varieties trace their roots to southern Chile's Chiloé archipelago. In a time of famine, These resilient strains helped save entire populations across Europe. Chile's geography has shaped not just nature, but resistance. For centuries, the Mapuche people used dense forests and rugged terrain to hold off both the Inca Empire and Spanish colonizers, maintaining independence for over 300 years. The land itself became their greatest weapon. Even Charles Darwin found revelation here. After witnessing an earthquake lift the earth and discovering seashells high in the Andes, he realized something groundbreaking. The planet wasn't static. It was alive, constantly changing over immense time. Chile helped him see that. And at the very edge of the world lies Puerto Williams, the southernmost city on Earth. Windswept, isolated, and perched near Antarctica, it marks the final frontier of human settlement. But Chile doesn't just survive its geography, it transforms it. In Algarrobo, engineers built a massive man-made lagoon over a kilometer-long, turning cold, dangerous coastal waters into a tropical paradise. And in Santiago, the 300-meter-tall Grand Torre stands as proof that even in one of the most earthquake-prone regions on Earth, human innovation can rise, literally, above chaos. Then there's the sky. With its crystal-clear air and high altitudes, Chile has become a global hotspot not just for astronomy, but for UFO sightings. It's one of the only countries with an official government body dedicated to investigating them. In Chile, even the unexplained is taken seriously. And beneath it all lies copper, the backbone of the modern world. Chile produces about a quarter of the global supply, powering everything from electronics to electric vehicles. In the heart of the Atacama, massive mines carve into the earth, visible even from space. Chile isn't just a country, it's a contradiction, a laboratory, a survival story written across mountains, deserts, and oceans. A place where extremes don't just exist, they define everything.